Good morning. I'm getting ready to harvest potatoes, and I'm going to show you what blight looks like on a tomato plant. So let's go. Okay, this tomato plant has gotten blight, and I'm not real sure. This is the kind of weather blight happens a lot. It's real common for a tomato plant to have yellow spotty leaves at the bottom, but when you notice it all of a sudden go flaming up through the whole plant, most likely that's blight, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can spray on them that'll fix it. If you catch it really early, sometimes you can clip off all the bad leaves and get them out of there, and maybe the plant survives, but most of the time they just die. Now, the big thing with blight is get that plant out of the garden, because it's bad, it's not going to get better, and you want to get that diseased material away from the other plants that are still in good shape. Now, I'm not real sure what caused it, although this is the kind of weather right now that's good for blight. It's hot, and we've had a lot of rain lately, and tomatoes like their leaves to stay dry. It doesn't look like it's affected the other plants at all. You know, at least I haven't seen any signs yet. So what I think happened is right now my potato vines are in the process of dying. So those plants are real vulnerable. And I think what happened is this one potato's died and it's laid over, and it was right by that tomato plant. And I think maybe the blight got started in the potato leaves. So even though the plant vines aren't all gone yet, and they're still kind of growing, the best thing to do is we're going to get those plants out of the garden and harvest our potatoes. Would have liked to left them a little bit longer, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. You don't want to lose everything because, you know, of that. So I'm going to harvest these couple of plants that are here close, and then we'll turn off and I'll come back to you when I'm all finished. Okay, now I don't grow potatoes the same way most people do. When I plant these, hidden weed. When I plant these, I just lay the potato on top of the ground and cover him with a big, thick, deep mulch. And generally, what happens is that they'll grow and the potatoes will stay right on top of the ground. They won't go in. Look at that potato. And look at them ants. Wow. They must have decided this was the place to be. Some little ones. And that. Okay. Dig around a little more. I believe that's it for this one. So we'll go to the next one. And it's too bad because where we had a bunch of little bitty ones there, those would have made nice potatoes if we'd have had them, if they'd have been able to be there longer and go ahead and mature. But that's the seed potato there. All right. Now, I'll finish this and then we'll come back and I'll show you what we got out of it. Well, it was kind of sad. It's pretty much what I thought. I have a few nice potatoes, one odd-shaped one, but a whole ton of little bitty ones. If I'd have been able to leave them, those would have probably made nice potatoes too. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do when you're gardening. Blight's mean stuff, and you don't want to leave it in your garden. It would have got all my tomato plants and I'd have lost everything. So that's what we have, folks. Not a happy gardening story today, but I'm going to check out. We're going to see how many pounds. I have to weigh myself and the potatoes, 4 pounds. Now I think I planted about 1.5 pounds. So it isn't a total loss. We'll have, we can use these up over the next few days. So you all have a quality day.